What's up, y'all? Inside the Ties, episode 51. It's Friday, so you know I got the show to do. And I'm sitting up here looking at phones and stuff, man. I'm charging my phone. I got to sit here and get a few things done. But I appreciate the new subscribers. I think I added 2 subscribers this week. So I'm at 178 and over 20,000 views. That means a lot of you guys are like really getting more interested in learning more about the sneaker business, sneaker industry, marketing, possibly creating or making your own brand and stuff like that, man. And that's valuable and that's good. And I hope that, if you feel that you don't know which way to go or that you have some questions, hit me up, man. And I would be really excited about talking with you guys and trying to help you out, help you move forward. But I'm trying to get the clock set here, 3:30. Let me get started. We only got 2 topics, and it's all Nike this week, man. It's like Nike keeps popping back up in the discussion, and this is what's happening. I saw a quote a couple of weeks ago, and it was talking about the Kyrie signature shoes, and that the signature shoes for Kyrie have slowed down in sales. And the person that said it is pretty prominent, and they made the statement that fashion headwinds had caught up with Kyrie sales, and that Kyrie is suffering the same fate as the Curry shoe. Now, I make a lot of statements, but I try to back the statements up that I'm talking about. So what I did was I sat down and I analyzed the Kyrie shoes, and I was doing very well with the Kyries for a long time. And so I wrote this article. It's down here in the description, so you can click on it and go to it. And what I said, there's 2 primary reasons that the Kyrie signature basketball shoes have slowed down. And if you go here, you'll see one article that talks about how the Kyrie sold throughout the year. And then you get down here and I give you a couple of articles on why Adidas is doing so well. And then I get into the 2 different reasons. So what is the reason that the Kyrie shoes have slowed down? So it's 2 topics. My bad. I forgot to tell you guys. The next topic is going to be the Triumvirate, the 3 shoes that Nike has just dropped yesterday, and how those 3 shoes, man, are. I'll get to that. Anyway, so here we go. This is what happened with the Kyrie, and this is why the sales are slowing down. Because if you make a statement and you say that things are slowing down and that sales are getting worse, just saying that it's fashion headwinds, it does not justify everything that goes into the process of a shoe either going up or going down. All right. You have to be more descriptive. I think the guys that are out there that like listening to business discussions and sneaker talk about more in-depth things, we want to know really what's going on. So here are 2 potential reasons, but they are really good reasons why it slowed down. Nike stopped marketing the shoe. Now you see here, I'm going to highlight it. They stopped marketing the shoe. When the Kyrie dropped in December, they did the Questlove commercial, and it came out on Christmas Day. And that Questlove commercial, drumming, the encore, it went viral. Now, right after they did that, in New York, they did a pop-up shop for Kyrie, and it was Kyrie's record store. So Nike was doing a very good job of promoting the Kyrie 3. And it started off strong. It was selling. It was actually going into resale on some shoes, especially the Samurai. Well, what happened at that point is that Nike stopped pushing the marketing for the Kyrie shoe. You didn't see the shoe anymore anywhere on Nike's website. Even the Black History Month shoe, there was no marketing at all behind the shoe. Nike didn't use any YouTube ads. They didn't do any non-traditional advertising. They didn't do any advertising at all for the Kyrie. So that's really one of the first reasons why it stopped. Now, the second reason, and this is the biggest one, the reason the Kyrie shoe sales slowed down, all right, is basically what you had was the introduction of the PG1. So when the Paul George dropped, it came in the same market level as the Kyrie. The Kyrie was 120. The Paul George is 110. It's a good looking shoe. It's a great design. It uses a lot of different Nike technology, Zoom, Flywire. I mean, it's got the inner sock booty. It's made more like a running shoe. It's a low cut. It's everything that's kind of on trend. It's just a basketball shoe. And the PG1 actually was selling pretty good when it came out. So what do you think the natural progression for the Kyrie is once the PG1 was introduced? Same price point, two marketable guys, of course the Kyrie sales are going to dip. This never came up as a reason for the Kyrie to have lost ground as a good sales shoe. All right. And I think it's important that when people start, trying to give you information and talking and stuff like that, that we need to, really share information and be honest about it. Now, I give a final reason for the Kyrie slowing down, and that's because there's a glut of basketball releases being dropped. Think about this. The KD9 came out in July of last year. The KD10 came out around Christmas. They didn't even give that shoe time to sell. And then the KD9 Elite came out. And then the KD10, once they adjusted it, they started making more colorways. It's far too many shoes, and it forced the price of the shoes to drop. If there's a KD at $79.99 in Foot Locker and there's a Kyrie at $120, which one do you think kids are going to buy? They're going to buy the KD. So the natural progression when the shoe starts to hit the sales rack is to that it affects the other shoes. And because basketball does not have a lot of wiggle room, this is not a good thing. So that's that. This is a longer episode. I know we're at about 4 minutes and 50 seconds, but let's get to the next topic because we're all Nike today, and it's important that we get to it. Nike released 3 different shoes, right? The Dual Racer, the Air Zoom Mariah, and the Dueltone Racer. Prices, $120, $150, $90. Great price points. Everything is good. But this is the problem. When I look at this shoe, it feels like I've seen every one of these shoes from Nike before. This is something I never thought I'd say. Nike is getting boring. I just don't think these shoes are going to do very well. Not even at the right price. I mean, you're talking about a shoe that looks like a Flyknit Racer at $90 basically. And I still don't think it's going to perform very well. But Nike isn't even doing what Nike does. They're not even advertising the shoe. So check this out. When Adidas dropped the NMD a year ago, they put this commercial out. It's gritty, it's grimy. It captures everything about the NMD. The people that are wearing that shoe, they are this commercial. I mean, think about that. Your future is not mine. It's dope. It's an incredible commercial that Adidas did. Nike did none of this for the release of these 3 shoes. And therein lies the problem with Nike right now. Nike's sole problem lies in the fact that its marketing machine is no longer as effective as it used to be. That's it for this episode. I guess I should leave you guys with some good deals, right? So I'll put these on the website. I put them up at retail if you want them. White. Just remind me to do it. I'm always running around and I forget to update the website. But NMDs, Foot Locker, EU. I'll put those up. I'll put the Kyries up. I'll put these up below retail. All right. So you can get those at below retail. I got 1 pair of Hardens left. I'll put those up below retail as well. So everything's going to be dirt cheap. I'm doing it. Just to take care of the people. I hope you guys are going to have an amazing weekend. Since Ties, episode 51. See you guys next Friday unless something amazing happens during the week where I have to cover it and do another video. Peace, y'all.